I hope that the United States and Europe can establish a very close partnership. We obviously are, there's an alliance already, but I'm hopeful that there can be a very close relationship with America and Europe. And I'm hopeful, for example, with the tariffs, that at the end of the day, I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation, effectively creating a free trade zone between Europe and North America. That would be that's what I hope occurs.
Starlink, Tesla,
the mass immigration is insane, and will lead to the destruction of any country that allows unfettered mass immigration. That country will simply cease to exist. At the end of the day, it is a numbers game, a numbers situation.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I love Italy.
So as we saw there, that was Elon Musk talking about how he doesn't want any conflicts between Europe and US trade, even though there's been a bunch of stirring up and a bunch of protests around the world that have impacted his company negatively this whole time. If you go down the comments, especially Reddit or Twitter or anything, even the TikTok people are saying like, hey, you've tried it. You tried to put in all this work. You've tried to put in all this change. You've come in to the United States government and then implemented all of these cuts. And now that it is being affected by the European zone, you don't want those conflicts because you know it's going to negatively affect your company. We've already been through this time and time again. And I think that this warrants, he's trying to ease these conflicts as well, because as we've seen before, there's a 130-day government employee cap, a temporary government employee cap. So he should be leaving here in the next couple of days. He has one more month now after the 100 days of a blitz that Trump has been pressing on this whole time. And we're also seeing that even Trump in himself, there's articles coming out that says Musk may soon leave the White House, but he's still gonna have those connections with Trump as well. They call it a bromance, but let's be honest, it is kind of a strange relationship that they have, especially since you have Trump doing full-on Tesla auto shows in front of the White House. I got to be completely honest there. Let's check out and see what the comments are saying below this video. It's we already had a close relationship with Europe before you and Trump started this BS. It's some pure BS gaslighting mofos right here. And that is true, because even at the beginning of the video, he's like, yeah, I want to make sure that the US-Europe connection stays strong. I want to make sure there's no problems.
I'm hopeful that there can be a very close relationship with America and Europe.
That's essentially the sentiment that he was giving. It's hey man, before Trump got into office, there were no problems. There were no problems between Canada. There were no problems between Greenland. There were no problems between any EU nation except for obviously the ones that are at war right now. It was essentially peaceful before the time, but now you have to come in and state that there's not going to be any problems. I don't want there to be any problems, And if migration is such a problem, Musk could have stayed in South Africa. Dang. President Musk, dang, should make time to see his children instead of advising immature trust fund babies. Hey, Elon, it's called karma. How's it feel? You sow the seeds, you reap what you sow. Us here in Europe will just sit and watch. I got my popcorn out. I don't need American products, but America has essentially cut itself off from the entire world economically. Ask yourself how sound that strategy is. Some people might be saying that, Trump implementing these tariffs is going to be a 4D chess move. He's doing this so that he can make sure that the Fed lowers their interest rates so that we can refinance the American debt, which is at trillions and trillions of dollars right now, so that we have a better plan to pay that national debt back. Tell me what you think. I'm Blahzaye. This has been Mini Vibes. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.